Imagine waking up one morning and realizing that nothing feels exciting anymore. The things that once gave you joy, music, food, scrolling, even your goals, now feel dull. You're not sad, but you're not happy either. It's like your emotions are on mute. That quiet emptiness you feel isn't laziness or depression. It's often the result of a simple chemical imbalance, dopamine. Dopamine is often called the pleasure chemical, but that's not entirely true. It's not just about pleasure, it's about motivation, anticipation, and reward. It's what pushes you to act, to chase goals, to learn, to explore. It's the invisible fuel behind every sense of progress you feel in life. But here's the catch: in our modern world, dopamine has been hijacked. Our brains are constantly bombarded by quick hits of stimulation, notifications, endless scrolling, fast entertainment, sugar, caffeine, and digital approval. Each one gives a small spike of dopamine, and then an instant drop. Over time, this cycle leaves your brain desensitized, needing more stimulation to feel the same excitement. And that's where the imbalance begins. You see, the human brain evolved in a world of scarcity, slow rewards, long efforts, and real challenges. Hunting for food, growing crops, building tools, all of these required patience and persistence. Our dopamine system evolved to reward effort, not ease. But today, everything is effortless: food delivery in minutes, entertainment in seconds, validation in one tap. We've built a world where pleasure is instant and effort feels unnecessary. So when you try to sit and read a book, study, or build a business, your brain resists. Not because you lack discipline, but because your brain has been trained to expect constant stimulation. It's not your fault, it's your environment shaping your biology. When dopamine is unbalanced, you'll notice 3 major signs. First, you can't focus for long. Your attention jumps from one thing to another, craving small bursts of excitement. Second, your motivation fades. Even small tasks feel heavy, and long-term goals feel distant. And third, your emotions flatten. Things that used to move you deeply now feel neutral or meaningless. The good news is, the brain is flexible. It can heal, reset, and rebuild balance. But to do that, you have to understand one powerful truth. Dopamine isn't the problem. It's how we use it. Think of dopamine like a currency. You can either spend it recklessly on small pleasures, or invest it in meaningful progress. Every time you chase quick stimulation, you're spending it. But every time you delay gratification, when you study, work out, meditate, or build something long-term, you're investing it. And that investment compounds. So, how do you keep your dopamine in balance, consistently? Let's start with the first principle: reduce cheap dopamine. It doesn't mean quitting everything fun. It means identifying what gives you instant pleasure without lasting value, and controlling your exposure. That could be endless scrolling, gaming, fast food, or even constant background noise. The less noise your brain gets, the more it begins to reset. The second principle: create natural highs. Activities like exercise, sunlight, deep conversations, journaling, or creative work produce dopamine in a slower, more sustainable way. They don't flood your brain, they stabilize it. And the more consistent these habits become, the more your brain learns to find joy in calm, not chaos. The third principle: reconnect with effort. Modern life taught us to love rewards, not effort. But real satisfaction doesn't come from the result, it comes from the process. When you focus deeply, when you struggle through discomfort, your brain releases dopamine during the effort, not just at the end. That's how high performers stay motivated even before achieving anything. The fourth principle: protect your baseline. Think of your dopamine level like a battery. Every quick hit drains it. Every moment of rest or mindfulness recharges it. So, create moments of stillness, no screens, no noise, no multitasking. Even 30 minutes a day of real silence helps your brain return to balance. Finally, the fifth principle: replace stimulation with meaning. You can't remove pleasure from life, you can only replace empty pleasure with purposeful satisfaction. Build goals that matter to you, not because they're impressive, but because they're real. The brain loves progress, but it loves authentic progress even more. Once your dopamine stabilizes, something beautiful happens. Your focus returns. Your energy becomes steady. You begin to feel peace, not the kind that depends on entertainment or success, but the quiet peace of being aligned. The world around you might still be noisy, but your mind stays calm. That's the power of balance, and it's not magic. It's simply chemistry working in harmony with discipline. Let's be honest, we live in a dopamine economy. Everything around us is designed to capture your attention and sell you stimulation. But if you can step back, even a little, you regain the most valuable resource in the modern world, a clear mind. And from that clarity, real focus and happiness grow naturally. So, the next time you feel unmotivated, distracted, or emotionally numb, remember this. You're not broken. You're just out of balance. Your brain is waiting to reset, it just needs a little silence, a little patience, and a few consistent choices. When you rebuild your dopamine balance, you're not just fixing your mood, you're reclaiming your freedom. Because a stable mind isn't found in endless stimulation. It's built in stillness, purpose, and self-control. This is the real secret to a stable mind, and the foundation of a peaceful, powerful life. If this video inspired you, don't forget to subscribe to Trillies. Like, share, and leave your thoughts in the comments below. Together, we're building a world of vision, discipline, and success. This is Trillies, educating the world in financial and life success.